Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge, break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean.
From forth the fatal lines of these two foes, a path star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventure and piteous overthrows do with their death bury their past strife.
The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' age, which but their children's end naught could remove, is now the two-hours traffic of our stage. The which if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
Georgia, on my words, we shall not carry coals, and strike quickly being moved.
For thou art not quickly moved to strike.
A dog of the house of Montague moves me.
The quarrels between our masters and us their men.
'Tis all one. I will show myself a tyrant when I have fought with the men. I'll be cruel with the maids and cut off their heads.
Heads of the maids?
Aye, the heads of the maids, or the maiden heads. Take it in what sense thou wilt.
They must take it in sense that feel it.
Neither shall feel why I'm able to stand. And 'tis known, I am a pretty piece of flesh.
Quick, draw thy tool. Here comes two of the house of the Montagues.
My naked weapon is out. Quell, I'll back thee.
How? Turn thy back and run.
Let us take the law of our side. Let them begin.
I will frown as I pass by, and they must take it as they list.
Nay, as they dare. I will bite my thumb at them, which is a disgrace to them if they bear it.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Is the law of our side if I say aye?
No.
No, sir. I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. But I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
If you do, sir, then I am for you. I serve as good a man as you.
No better.
Well, sir.
Say better. Here comes one of our master's kinsmen.
Yes, better, sir.
You lie!
Hard fools! Hit up thy swords! You know not what you do.
What? Art thou drawn amongst these heartless hinds? Turn thou, Benvolio. Look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace. Put up thy sword to manage it to part these men with me.
What? Drawn and talk of peace? I hate the word, as I hate hell, all Montagues, and thee. Have at thee, coward. What noise is this? Bring me my longsword. How?
Clutch, why call you for a sword?
My sword, I say. Old Montague's come and flourishes his blade in spite of me.
Thou villain, Capulet!
Let me go.
No, thou shalt not stir one foot to seek a foe.
Enemies to peace, throw your mistempered weapons to the ground and hear the sentence of your moved prince. By thee, old Capulet and Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. Capulet, you shall go along with me, and Montague, come you this afternoon to know our further pleasure in this case. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
sent this ancient coal new approach? Speak, nephew. Were you by when it began?
Here were the servants of your adversary, and yours close fighting ere I did approach. I drew to part them. In the instant came the fiery Tibble with his sword prepared, and as he breathed defiance into my ears, he swung about his head and cut the winds. Who nothing heard with all his timid scorn. While we were interchanging thrusts and blows, the prince came, who parted either parts.
Yes, but where is my Romeo? Saw you him today? Right, glad I am that he was not at this fray.
Madam, a troubled mind drove me to walk abroad, where underneath the grove of sycamore that westward rooteth from the city side. So early walking did I see your son. Towards him I made, but he was ware of me, and stole into covert of the wood.
Many a morning hath he there been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning dew. Away from the light steals home my heavy son, and secret in his chamber pens himself. Shuts up his windows, locks far daylight out, and makes himself an artificial night. Blackened portals must this humour prove, unless, of course, good comes only the course remove.
My noble uncle, do you know the course?
I neither know it nor can learn from him.
Have you importuned him by any means?
Both by myself and many other friends. But he, his own affectionate counsellor, is to himself, I will not say how true, so secret, so close. Could we but learn from whence his sorrow grew, we would gladly give cure to know.
See where he comes, so please you step aside. I'll know his grievance or be much denied.
I would thou wert so happy by thy stay, to know true shrift. Come, madam, let's away.
Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
The news struck 9.
Ay me, sad hours seem long. Was that my father that went hence so fast?
It was. What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love?
Out.
Of love?
Out of her favour where I am in love.
Alas, that love so gentle in his view should be so tyrannous and rough in proof.
Alas, that love whose view is muffled still, should without eyes see pathways to his will. Oh, heavy lightness, serious vanity, misshapen chaos of well-seeming forms, still making sleep, that is not what it is. This love feel I, but feel no love in this. Dost thou not laugh?
No, coz. I'll rather weep.
Good heart, at what?
At thy good heart's suppression.
Why, such is love's transgression. Griefs of mine own lie heavy in my breast, which thou wilt propagate to have it pressed. With more of thine, this love that thou hast shown, add more grief to too much of mine own. Farewell.
Soft. I will go along, and if you leave me so, you do me wrong.
Tut, I have lost myself. I'm not here. This is not Romeo, he's some other where.
Tell me in sadness, who is it that you love?
What, shall I groan and tell thee?
Groan, why, no. But sadly tell me who.
Sadness, cousin. I do love a woman.
Oh, I am so near when I suppose you love.
Ha ha, a right fair markman. And Rossaline is fair I love.
Right fair mark, fair cuss is soonest hit.
Well, in that hit you miss. She'll not behave with Cupid's arrow. She hath Dian's wit, and strong proof of chastity well armed. From love's weak childish bow she lives unharmed.
Then she hath sworn that she will still live chaste.
She hath, and in that sparing makes huge waste. She hath sworn to love, and in that vow do I live dead that live to tell it now.
Be ruled by me. Forget to think of her.
Teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes. Examine other beauty.
Test the way. To call hers exquisite and question more. Show me a mistress that is passing fair. What doth a beauty serve but as a note where I may read who passed that passing fair? Farewell. Thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that doctrine or else die in debt.
But Montague's bound as well as I. This petals you like. 'Tis not hard, I think, for men so old as we to keep the peace.
Of honourable reckoning are you both, and pity 'tis you've lived at odds so long. But now, my lord, what say you to my suit?
But say over what I have said before. My child is yet a stranger to the world. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride, ere we may think her ready to be a bride.
Younger than she, our happy mother's maid.
And too soon marred are those so early made. But woo her, gentle Paris. Get her heart. My will to the consent is but a palm. And she agrees. Within her scope of choice lies my consent and fair, according voice. Tonight, I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many a guest, such as I love. And you, among the store, one more most welcome. Makes my number more. Come, go with me. Go you, madam. Trudge about through fair Verona, and seek the persons out whose names are written there. And to them say, my house, and welcome, on that pleasure stay.
Find them out whose names are written here. It is written that the shoemaker should meddle with his yard, but I'm sent to find those persons whose names are here writ, and can never find what names the writing person hath here writ. I must learn it in good time.
Tut, man. One fire burns, another's burning. Turn giddy and be held by backwards turning. Take thou some new infection to thine eye, and the rank poison of the old will die.
Good even. I pray, sir, can you read?
Aye, my own fortune in my misery.
Perhaps you have learned it without book. But I pray, can you read anything you see?
Aye, if I know the letters or the language.
You say honestly. Rest you marry.
Stay, fellow. I can read. Signor Martino and his wife and daughters, County Anselm and his beauteous sisters, the lady widow of Petruvio, Signor Placentio and his lovely nieces, Mercutio, his brother Valentine, mine uncle Capulet, his wife and daughters, my fair niece, Rosaline. Rosaline, Livia, Signor Valentio, his cousin Tybalt, Lucio, and the lively Helena. A fair assembly. Whither should they come?
To supper, to our house.
Whose house?
Now, I'll tell you without asking. My master is the great rich Capulet, and if you be not of the house of Montagues, I pray, come and crush a cup of wine. Rest you merry.
At this same ancient feast of Capulets sups the fair Rosaline whom thou so lovest. Compare face to some that I shall show, and I'll make thee think thy swan a crow.
One fairer than my love. The all-seeing sun never saw her match since first the world begun.
Hearts, you saw her fair. None else be by, herself poised with herself in either eye. But in that crystal scales let there be weighed your lady's love against some other maid, that I shall show you shining at this feast, and she shall scant show well that now shows best.
I'll go along, no such sight to be shown. To rejoice, splendor of mine own.
Nurse, where is my daughter? Call her forth to me.
Why, lamb! Why, ladybird! How now, where is this girl? How now, Juliet? How now, who calls? Your mother.
Madam, I'm here. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, give leave a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back again. I have remembered me thou'st hear our counsel. Thou knowest my daughters of a pretty age.
Faith, I can tell her age into an hour.
4. She's not 18.
I lay 18 on my teeth. And yet, to my teeth be it spoken, I have but 4. She is not 18. How long is it now to Lammastide?
A fortnight and odd days.
Well, even o autumn, all the days in the year come Lammas Eve at night, shall she be 18? That shall she, faith. I remember it well. 'Tis since the earthquake now 15 years. My lord and you were then at Mantua. Since that time it is 11 years. But then she could stand alone. Nay, by the rood, she could have run and waddled all about. Oh, even the day before she broke her brow, and then my husband, God be with his soul, was a merry man. He took up the child, yea, quoth he, dost thou fall upon thy face? Thou wert to fall backwards when thou hast more wit, wilt thou not, June? And by my heart came the pretty wretch left crying and said, I warrant I should live 1,000 years, I never should forget it. Wilt thou not, Jewel? Quoth he, and pretty foolish knitted and said,
Enough of this! I pray thee hold thy peace.
Yes, madam. Yet I cannot choose but laugh to think it stood and said,
And sit thou too, I pray thee, nurse, say
Please, I have gone. God mock thee to his grace. Thou wert the prettiest babe that ever I nursed. And I might live to see thee married once. I have my wish.
Mary! That Mary is the very theme of which I came to speak. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor I dream not of. An honor? Were I not thine only nurse, I would have said thou suck wisdom from thy teeth.
Well, think of marriage now. By my count, I was your mother much upon these years that you are now a maid. Thus, then in brief, valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady, yea, such a man. Why, of all the world, he is a man of wax.
Verona summer had not such a flower.
Nay, a flower, in faith, a very flower.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? This night you shall behold him at our feast. Read over the volume of young Paris' face, and find delight writ therein with beauty's pen. That book in many's eyes doth share the glory that in gold clasps locks in the golden story. So shall you share in all that he doth possess, by having him making yourself no less.
No less? Nay, bigger. Women grow by men.
Speak briefly. Can you like a Paris love?
I look to like, if looking like you move, but no more will I endowed mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
Madam, the guests are come, supper served up, you called, my young lady asked for, the nurse cursed in the pantry, and everything in its tributary. I must hence to wait, I beseech you, follow straight.
We follow thee. Juliet, the county stays.
Go, girls, see happy nights to happy days.
What? Shall this speech be spoke by excuse, or shall be on without an apology?
The days is out of such prolixity. Let them measure us by what they will. We'll measure them a measure, and be gone.
Give me the torch. I'm up for this ambling. Being but heavy, I'll bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you lonesome.
Not I, believe me. You have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead.
You're a lover. Borrow Cupid's wing and soar with him above some common bound.
I am too sore in pierced with his shaft, too sore with his light feathers. And so bound under love's heavy burden do I sink.
And to sink in it should you burden love. Too great oppression for such a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like thorn.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Come, give me a case to put my visage in, a visor for a visor. What care I what Curious eye doth quote deformities.
Come, knock, and enter, and no sooner in, but every man betake him to his legs.
Taught for me that once in sleight of hand tinkle the senseless Russians with their heels. The game was never so fair, and I am done.
Tut, done's the mouse, the constable's own word. If thou art done, we will draw thee from the mire of this serve-reverence love, wherein thou sticks into the ears. Come, the burn daylight. Oh!
Nay, that's not so.
I mean, sir, that in delay we waste our lights in vain as lamps by day. Take our good meaning, sir, for our good wit sits 5 times in that ere once in our 5 wits.
You mean well in going to this mask, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamed a dream tonight.
And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep, while they do dream of things true.
Well, then I see Queen Mab has been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes drawn by a team of little atomies athwart men's noses as they do lie asleep. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut made by the joiner squirrel or old grub, time out of mind the fairy's coachmakers, and in this state she gallops night by night through lovers' brain, and then they dream of love over lawyers' fingers, and straight they dream of fees. Sometimes she driveth over a soldier's neck, and then dreams he of cutting foreign throats, of breeches, of miscados, Spanish blades, of healths 5 fathoms deep, and on drum in his ears, at which he starts and wakes, and being thus frightened, swears himself a prayer or 2, and then sleeps again. This is the very Mab. This is she.
Peace! Peace, Mercutio. Peace. Thou talk'st of nothing.
True. I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy.
Supper is done, and we shall come too late.
I fear too early. For my mind misgives some consequence yet hanging in the stars shall bitterly begin his fearful date, and with this night's revels expire the term of a despised life, closed within my breast by some vile forfeit of untimely death. On, last gentlemen.
Strike drum!
Woo!
Where's Potpan that she helps not to take away? She shifts a trencher, she scrape a trencher.
When good manners shall lie all in 1 or 2 men's hands, and they unwashed too, 'tis a foul thing.
Away with the drug stools. Remove the court cupboard. Look to the plate. Good thou, save me a piece of malt, Pennon. As thou lovest me, let the porter let in Susan Grindstone and Nell. Anthony and Potpan.
I go, ready.
You are looked for and called for, asked for and sought for. In the great chamber.
We cannot be here in there too. Cheerly girls, be brisk a while, and the longer they will table.
Welcome, gentlemen. Ladies that have their toes unplagued with corns will have a bout with you. Aha, my mistresses. Which of you all will now delight to dance? Come, musicians play. Make room, and footed girls. don't look for sport comes well. Sit. Nay, sit, good cousin Capulet. For you and I are past our dancing days. How long is now since last yourself and I were in a mask?
30 years.
What, man? 'Tis not so much. 'Tis not so much. 'Tis since the nuptials of Lucentio. Ah, come Pentecost as quick as it will. Some 25 years, and then we're masked.
'Tis small. His son is elder, sir. Son is that.
When did you tell me that? Ah, his son was but award 2 years ago.
What lady doth enrich the hand of yonder knight?
I know not, sir.
For she doth teach the torches to burn bright. As a snowy dove trooping with crows, so yonder lady over her fellow shows. The measure done, I'll watch her place of stand, and touching hers make blessed my rude hand. Did my heart love till now? I swear in sight, for I never saw true beauty till this night.
His voice should be a Montague. Fetch me my rapier, boy. Now by the stalking around of my kin, to strike him dead, I hold it not a sin.
Why, how now, kinsman? Wherefore stop you, sir?
My uncle, 'tis a Montague, our foe, a villain that has come in spite to scorn our solemnity this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
Aye, it is he, that villain Romeo.
Ah, content thee, gentle cuss. Let him alone. Bears him like a bawdy gentleman. Therefore be patient. Take no note of him. Ah, it is my will, the which thou respect. Show a fair presence and put off these frowns, ill-beseeming semblance for a feast.
It fits, but this villain is a guest. I will not endure him.
Oh, he shall be endured. What, good man boy? I say he shall. Go to. Am I the master here, or you? Go to.
My uncle, 'tis a shame I will not allow.
Oh, you are a saucy boy. I know what. This trick may chance to scathe you. You must contrary me. Marry. 'Tis time. For shame my hearts. I'll make you quiet. What? Hear me, my hearts.
Patience perforce with willful color reading makes my flesh tremble under different greeting. I will withdraw, but this intrusion, now seeming sweet, shall convert to bitter gall.
I profane, with my unworthiest hand, this holy shrine. The gentle fine is this, my lips. 2 blushing pilgrims ready stand, to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hands too much. Which mannerly devotion shows them this? The saints have hands, their pilgrims' hands to touch. In palm to palm, this holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips and holy palmers too?
I, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Why then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray. Grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
And move not, for my prayer's effect I take. Thus from my lips by yours my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from my lips? O trespass sweetly urged, give me my sin again.
Are you kissed by the book?
Madam, your mother craves a word with you.
What is her mother?
Mary Bachelor, her mother is the lady of the house.
Is she a Capulet? Oh dear, count, my life is my foe's debt.
Away, be gone! The sport is at its best.
Aye, so I fear. The more's my unrest.
Singing a gentleman, prepare not to be gone. We have a trifling, foolish banquet towards. Is it even so? Well, why then I thank you. I thank you, honest gentlemen. Good night. watches here. Now, come on then. Let's to bed.
Ness, come hither. Come. What's he that falls dead and would not dance?
I know not.
Go, ask his name. If he be married, my grave be like my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo, and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
My only love, sprung from my only hate. Too early seen, unknown, and known too late. Prodigious birth of love it is to me, that I must love a loathed enemy.
What's this?
A rhyme? I learned even now of when I danced with all.
Juliet! And on. Come, let's away. The strangers all gone.
Can I go forward when my heart is here?
Romeo!
Turn back, dull earth, and find thy center out.
Romeo! My cousin Romeo!
He is wise, and on my life has stolen himself from the bed.
He ran this way! Call, good Mercutio!
Nay, I'll conjure too. Romeo!
Romeo, shh.
Schumer's madman, passion, lover. Appear thou in the likeness of a sigh. Speak but one rhyme, and I am satisfied. Cry but I me. Pronounce love and dove. I conjure thee by Rosalind's bright eye, her fine foot, her straight leg, her quivering thigh, and the domains that there adjacent lie. That in thy likeness thou should appear unto us.
If he hear thee, thou wilt anger him.
This cannot anger him. My invocation is fair and honest, and I conjure only but to raise him up.
Come. You've hid himself among these trees to be consorted with the humorous night. Blind is his love, and best befits the dark.
If love be blind, love cannot hit the mark. Romeo! Shh. Romeo! Good night. I'll to my trouble bed. This field bed is too cold for me to sleep. Ha, without no.
Go then, for 'tis in vain. To seek him here, it means not to be found.
He jests at scars that never felt a wound. Not soft, what light for yonder window breaks. It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who's already sick and pale with grief that thou her maid art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, she sees envious, her vestal livery sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. Oh, it is my lady, it is my love. But she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Oh, see how she leans her hand upon her cheek. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Ay me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel. For thou art as glorious to this night, being over my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo. Wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or, if thou wilt not, be forsworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more? Shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is no hand, no foot, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus bescreened in night so stumbles upon my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name is hateful to myself, dear saint, because it is an enemy to thee.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, and yet I know the sound. Are thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, of either be dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? This place is death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
That love can do, that dares love attempt. Therefore thy kinsmen are not left to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their sight. But thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hatred than death, prorogued, wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundest thou out this place?
By love, who first did prompt me to require. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face. Else would a maiden's blush bepain my cheek for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on form. Fain deny what I have spoke. But farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say I, and I will take thy word. Yet, if thou swearest, thou must prove false. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love me, pronounce it faithfully.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I swear that tips with silver
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon that changes in a circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
Well, then what shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. Or, if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart
Oh,
still...
do not swear! Although I joy in thee, I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden. This bud of love, by summer's ripening breath, may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night, good night. A sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as that within my breast.
Will thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of Daular's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it. Madam! I hear some noise within. Dear love, stay little. And now, good nurse! Sweet Montague, be true. Save us a little, I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night! I am afraid being in night, all this is but a dream. Too flattering sweet to be substantial.
Few words, Sir Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honourable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow by one that I'll procure to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay. Madam, follow thee, my lord, throughout the world. I come, madam, but if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee. Madam! By and by I come! To cease thy suit and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow will I send.
So far,
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse to want thy light. Love travels towards love, as schoolboys from their books, but love from love to school with heavy looks.
Romeo,
My dear,
at what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
at the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand till I remember it.
I shall forget to have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stand to have thee still forget, forgetting any other home but this.
Good night. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say goodbye till it be morrow.
Sleep, dwell upon thine eye, peace in thy breast. That I were sleep so sweet to rest. Hence will I to my ghostly father's cell, his help to crave, and my dear hap to tell.
The grey-eyed morn smiles on the frowning night, checkering the eastern clouds with streaks of light. Now ere the sun advances burning eye, the day to cheer and night's dank dew to dry. I must have filled this osier cage of ours with baleful weeds and precious juiced flowers. Many for many virtues excellent, none but for some and yet all different. Oh, mickle is the powerful grace that lies in herbs, plants, stones, and their true qualities. Within the infant rind of this small flower, poison hath residence, and medicine power. For this, being smelt with that part, cheers each part. Being tasted, slays all senses with the heart.
Good morrow, father.
Benedicite, what early tongue so sweet saluteth me? Young son, it half use a distempered head, so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Thy earliness doth me assure thou art aroused by some distemperature. Or if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
That last is true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin, wast thou with Rosaline?
With Rosaline, my ghostly father? No, I have forgotten that name and that name's woe.
That's my good son. But where hast thou been then?
I'll tell thou, ere thou asketh me again. I have been feasting with mine enemy, where on a sudden one hath wounded me that's by me wounded. Both are remedies within thy help and holy physic lies. I bear no hatred, blessed man, for lo, my intercession likewise steps my foe.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift. Riddling confession finds but riddling shrift.
And plainly know my heart is set. The fair daughter of rich Capulet. As mine on hers, so hers is set on mine, all combined save what thou must combine. Thy holy marriage.
Holy Saint Francis, what a change is here! Is Rosaline, whom thou didst
Love so dear, so soon forsaken. Young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes. Jesu Maria, what a deal of brine hath washed thy sallow cheeks for Rosaline? The sun not yet thy sighs from heaven clears, thy old groans ring yet in my ancient ears. And art thou changed? Pronounce this sentence then. Women may fall when there's no strength in men.
Thou chidst me off for loving Rosaline.
For doting, not for loving, pupil mine.
I pray thee chide not. She whom I love now doth grace for grace and love for love allow. The other did not so.
Oh, she knew well thy love did read I wrote and could not spell. But come, young waverer, come with me. In one respect I'll thy assistant be, for this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
Let us hence. I stand on sudden haste.
Wisely and slow. They stumble that one first.
Where the devil should this Romeo be? Came he not home tonight?
Not to his father, I spoke with his man.
That same pale, hard-hearted wench, that Rosaline, torments him so that he'll sure run mad.
Tybalt, the kinsman of old Capulet, have sent a letter to his father's house.
Challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Any man that can write may answer a letter.
Nay, he will answer the letter's master. How he dares being dead.
Alas, poor Romeo, he's already dead. Stabbed with a white wench's black eye. And is he a man to encounter Tybalt?
Why, what is Tybalt?
Oh, more than prince of cats, I can tell thee. He's the courageous captain of compliments. He fights like you sing prick song, keeps time, distance, proportion, a duelist of the first and second course. The immortal Passado, the Ponto Reverso.
The what? Here comes Romeo.
Oh, without his robe. Like his ride hang. Flesh, how art thou, Bishopine? Signor Romeo, bon chien. There's a French salutation to your French slop. You gave us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow to you both. What counterfeits did I give you last night?
The slip, sir. The slip. Can you not conceive?
Pardon, good Mercutio. But my business was great, and in a case such as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
That is as much as to say that a case such as yours constrains a man to bow at the hems.
Meaning to curtsy?
Thou hast most kindly hit it.
Oh, a most courteous exposition.
I'm the very pink of courtesy.
Pink for flower?
Right?
Why then, my pump is well flowered.
Well said. Follow me this jest now till thou hast worn out thy pump, that when the single soul of it is worn, the jest may remain after the rain soul singular.
Oh, single soul, jest solely singular for the single.
Oh, come between us, good Bergoglio, my wits.
Switch and spurs, while I cry a match.
Stop there! Stop there.
Here's goodly gear.
Sail! A sail!
To a soup in a galleon!
Petra! And I? My fan, Petra.
Oh, do, good Petra, do. To hide her face for the fan is the fairer face.
Good morrow, gentlemen.
Good ye, good den. Fair, gentle woman?
Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I might find young Romeo?
Oh, I can answer that. But young Romeo shall be older when you have found him than he was when you sought him. I am the youngest of that name, for fault of a worse.
If you be he, sir, I desire some confidence with you.
Aboard! Aboard, so
What hast thou found?
Romeo! Well, to thy father, will you to dinner, Tedder?
Go, I'll follow.
Farewell, ancient lady! Lady!
Pray you, sir, a word. And as I told you, my young lady bade me inquire you out. If you should lead her into a fool's paradise, as they say, it were very gross kind of behavior, as they say. For the gentlewoman is young, and therefore, if you should deal double with her, truly, sir, it were an ill thing to be offered to any gentlewoman, and very weak dealing.
Bid her devise some means to come to shrift this afternoon. And there, at Friar Lawrence's cell, shall she be shrived and married?
This afternoon, sir? Well, she shall be there.
And stay, good nurse, behind the abbey wall. My man will be with thee within the hour. Commit me to thy mistress.
Aye, 1,000 times. Petra! And that? Take my fan, Petra. Go before the pace!
The clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour, she promised to return. Perchance she cannot meet him. That's not so.
She is lame. Now is the sun upon the hindmost hill of this day's journey, and from 9 till 12 are 3 long hours. Yet she's not come. But old folks, many feign as they were dead, unwieldy, slow, heavy, and pale as lead. Oh God, here she comes. Oh, honey, has I met with him? What news?
Sent thy servant away?
Petra, stay at the gate.
Now, good, sweet nurse.
Oh Lord, why lookest thou sad? If good, thou shamest the music of sweet news by playing it to me with so sour a face. Oh, I'm weary. Give me leave a while. Oh, fie, how my bones ache. What a jaunt have I had.
I would thou hadst my bones and I thy news. Nay, come, I pray thee, speak.
Good nurse, speak! Jesu, what haste! Can you not stay a while? Do you not see that I'm out of breath? How art thou out of breath when thou hast breath to say to me that thou art out of breath? Is thy news good or bad? Well, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo? No, not he. Though his face be better than any man, yet his leg excel all men, and a hand, and a foot, and a body.
All this I didn't know before. What says you of a marriage was that?
Oh Lord, how my head aches. Oh, my back. On the other side. Oh, my back. Beshrew your heart for setting me about to catch my death with jaunting up and down.
In faith, I am sorry that thou art not well.
Your love says like an honest gentleman. Where is your mother?
How oddly thou repliest! Your love says like an honest gentleman, where is your mother? Here's such a coil! Come, what says Romeo? Have you got leave to go to shrift today?
I have. Then hie you hence to Friar Lawrence's cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife.
Go you to church, I am but the drudge and toll in your delight. But you shall bear the burden soon at night. Go, I'll to dinner, hie you to the cell. High so high fortune, honest nurse, farewell.
So smile the heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Amen, amen. But come what sorrow may, cannot countervail the exchange of joy that one brief minute gives me in her sight.
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die like fire and powder, which as they kiss consume. Therefore love moderately. Long love doth so. Too swift arrives as tardy as too slow. Here comes the lady.
Good even to my ghostly confessor.
Romeo shall thank thee, daughter, for us both.
As much to him, else is a sight too much.
Juliet, if thy happiness be heaped like mine, and thy skill be more to blaze in it, then sweeten with thy breath this neighbouring air, and let rich music's tongue unfold the imagined happiness we receive in either by this dear encounter.
Conceit, more rich in matter than in words, brags of substance, not of ornament. They be but beggars that can count their worth. For my true love has grown to such an excess, I cannot sum up some of half my wealth.
Come, come, and we will make short work. For by your leave you shall not stay alone, till Holy Church incorporate two in one.
Pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, the Capulets abroad, and if we meet, we shall not scape abroad. For now, these hot days is the mad blood stirring.
Thou art like one of these fellows that when he enters into the confines of a tavern, claps me his sword upon the table and says, Guard, send me no need of thee. And by the operation of the second cup, draws it on the drawer, when indeed there's no need.
And I was so apt to crawl as thou art. Any man should buy the fee simple of my life for an hour and a quarter.
The fee simple, oh, simple.
By my head here come the Capulets.
I may heal. I cannot. Follow me close, for I will speak to them. Gentlemen, good evening. A word with one of you?
Oh, but one word. With one of us. Pray thee, couple it with something, make it a word and a blow.
You find me after that, sir, and you give me occasion.
Can thou not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consortst with Romeo.
Consorts? What, dost thou make us minstrels? And thou make minstrels of us look to hear nothing but discord. Here's my fiddlestick, here's that shall make you dance. Sounds consort.
We talk here in public haunts of men. Either withdraw unto some private place and reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes were made to look and let them gaze. I'll not budge for any man's pleasure eye.
Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man.
I'll be hanged, sir. if he wear your livery. Go forth to field, he'll be your follower. Your worship in that sense may call him man. Romeo! The hate I bear thee can afford no better turn than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason I have to love thee doth much excuse the appetiting rage to such a greeting. Villain I am none, therefore farewell. I see thou knowest me not.
This shall not excuse thee as thou hast done me, boy. Therefore turn and draw.
I do protest I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise, till thou shalt know the reason of my love. And so, good Capulet, which name I tender as dearly as my own, be satisfied.
Calm, this honourable, vile submission. And as the carter carries it away, Tybalt, you rat-catcher, will you walk? What was to have with me? Good king of cats. Nothing but one of your 9 lives. That I mean to make bold withal, and as thou shalt use me hereafter, dry be the rest of the 8. Come, will you pluck your sword out of its pitcher by the ears? Make haste, lest mine be about your ears ere it be out. I am for.
Good Mercutio, put thy rapier up!
Come, sir. Your passado.
Torbenmore, you beat down their weapons! Gentlemen, for shame, forbear this outrage! Tybalt, Mercutio! The prince have expressly forbidden banding in the Roman streets! Hold Mercutio!
I'm hurt. A plague on both your houses. What? Is he gone and had nothing?
What? Other hands?
I scratch. Marry. 'Tis enough. Where's my page? Someone fetch a surgeon!
Courage, man.
No,
that hurt cannot be much.
no, 'tis not so deep as a well, nor as wide as a church door, but 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Look for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man. I'm peppered, I warrant, for this world. A plague on both your houses. Sounds. A dog, a rat, a mouse, a cat to scratch a man to death. A rogue, a braggart, a villain that fights by the book of arithmetic. Why the devil came you between us? I was hurt under your arm.
Thought it all for the best.
Carry me to some house, Benvolio. I shall faint. A plague on both your houses. They've made worm's meat of me. I have it. And soundly too. Your houses.
This gentleman, the prince's near ally and my very friend, have got his mortal hurt in my behalf. My reputation stained by Tybalt's slander. Tybalt, that an hour hath been my kinsman. Oh, sweet Juliet, thy beauty hath made me effeminate, and in my temper softened valor's steel.
Romeo!
Romeo, brave Mercutio's dead. Her gallant spirit had the spy of the clouds, which too untimely here did scorn the earth.
This day's black fate on more days doth depend. This begins the woe that others must end.
Here comes the furious Tibble back again.
Alive in triumph, Mercutio slain. Away to heaven respectability, and fire-eyed fury be my conduct now. Tybalt! Take the villain back again that late thou gavest me. For Mercutio's soul is but little way above our heads, staying for thine to keep him company. Either thou, or I, or both must go with him.
Thou wretched boy that didst consort with him, shall with him hence.
This should determine that.
Romeo! Romeo, away, begone! The citizens robbed and Tybalt slain! Stand not amazed, the prince will doom thee death if thou art taken!
Why, I am fortune's fool.
Why dost thou stay?
Where are the vile beginners of this fray?
O noble prince, I can discover all the unlucky manage of this fatal brawl. Here lies the man, slain by young Romeo, who slew thy kinsman, brave Mercutio.
Tybalt! My cousin! Oh, my brother's child!
Prince, as thou art true, for blood of ours shed blood of Montague.
Benvolio, who began this bloody fray?
Tybalt he is slain, whom Romeo's hand did slay. Romeo that spoke him fair bade him bethink, but could not take truce with the unruly spleen of Tybalt deaf to beast. That he tilts with piercing steel at bold Mercutio's breast. All as hot turns deadly point to point. Romeo cries aloud, "Hold, friends, friends, part!" And swifter than his tongue, his agile arm beats down their fatal points. And twixt them rushes, underneath whose arm an envious thrust from Tybalt hid the life of stout Mercutio. Then Tybalt fled. But by and by comes back to Romeo, who had but newly entertained revenge. And to they go like lightning, for ere I could draw to part them was stout Tybalt slain. And as he fell, did Romeo turn and fly.
He is the kinsman to the Montague. Affection makes him false, he speaks not true. I beg for justice. Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him, and he slew Mercutio. Who now the price of his dear blood doth owe?
Not Romeo, Prince. He was Mercutio's friend. His action concludes but what the law should end, the life of Tybalt.
And for that offence, immediately we do exile him hence. I have an interest in your hate proceeding. My blood for your rude brawls doth lie a-bleeding. Let Romeo hence in haste, else, when he is found, that hour is his last. Bear hence this body, and attend our will. Mercy but murders, pardoning those that kill.
Spread their close curtain, love before me night, that runaway's eyes may wink. And Romeo, leave to these my arms, untalked of and unseen. Lovers can see to do their amorous rights by their own beauties, or, if love be blind, it best agrees with night. Come, gentle night, come, loving black-browed night, give me my Romeo, and when he shall die, take him, and cut him into little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night, and pay no worship to the garish sun. Well, here comes my nurse. Nurse, what news? Why dost thou wring thy hands?
Oh, well a day, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead, well done, lady.
Well done. Heaven be so envious.
Romeo can, though heaven cannot. Oh, Romeo. Romeo.
What devil art thou that assault me thus? Hath Romeo slain himself?
I saw the wound. I saw it with mine eyes. God save thee, Mark, here, on his manly breast, a piteous corpse, a bloody piteous corpse. Pale, pale as ashes, all with dirt and blood, all in gore, blood. I swoon at the sight. Oh, break my heart. Vile earth, to earth resign, and motion here. And thou and Romeo, as one heavy bier. Oh, courteous, Tybalt, honest gentleman, that ever I should live to see thee dead. What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo dead, and Tybalt slaughtered? My dear loved cousin, and my dear lord. Tybalt is gone, and Romeo banished. Romeo that killed him, he is banished.
Oh God, hath Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
It did. It did. Alas, that it did.
Oh, serpent heart, hid with a flowering face. A damned saint, an honorable villain. Oh, nature, what hadst thou to do in hell without its power, the spirit of a fiend, immoral paradise of such sweet flesh?
There's no trust, no faith, no honesty in men, all the joy. These sorrows make me old. Shame come to Romeo. Bless me, thy tongue for such a wish.
Abide
can I woe sound? Where is my father and mother, nurse?
Weeping and wailing over Tibble's cause. Will you go to them? I'll bring you thither.
Go wash they his wounds with their tears. For mine shall be spent when theirs are dry for Romeo's banishment. Come, nurse, unto my wedding bed. In death, not Romeo take my maidenhead.
And I'll find Romeo to comfort you. I wot well where he is. Hark ye, your Romeo will be here tonight. I'll to him, he's hid at Lawrence's cell.
Go find him. Give this ring to my true knight, and bid him come and take his last farewell.
Romeo, come forth, thou fearful man. Affliction is enamoured of thy parts, and thou art wedded to calamity.
I bring thee tidings of the prince's doom. What less than doomsday is the prince's doom?
A gentler judgment banished from his lips, not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment. Be merciful, say death, for exile hath more terror in his look. Do not say banishment.
Hence from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad. And why?
There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. Hence, banished is banished from the world, and world's exile is death. In calling death banishment, thou cuttest my head off with a golden axe, and smiles upon the stroke that murders me.
Oh, deadly sin! Oh, rude unthankfulness! This is dear mercy, and thou seest it not.
Torture, not mercy! Heaven is here, where Juliet lives. And every cat and dog and little mouse, every unworthy thing may look on her. Romeo may not. Sayst thou yet that exile is not death? Hast thou no poison mixed, no sharp-browed knife, no sudden mean of death, though never so mean, but banished to kill me? Banished.
Thou fond madman, hear me but speak a word. Let me dispute with thee of thy estate.
Thou canst not talk of what thou dost not feel. But thou, as young as I, Juliet thy love, and Aalborg married, Temple murdered, doting like me, and like me banished, then mightest thou talk. Then mightest thou tear out thy hair, and fall upon the ground, as I do now, taking the measure of an unmade grave.
Romeo! One nostril, Romeo, arise! Thou wilt be taken!
Not I, unless heart-sick groans, mist-like, enfold me from the surge of eyes.
Hark how they knock! Who's there? Romeo, arise! Thou wilt be taken! Stay a while! Stand up! Run to my study! By and by! God's will, what simpleness is this! I come! Who knocks so hard? Whence come you? What's your will?
Let me come in and you shall know my errand. I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome then.
Oh, Holy Friar. Ah, tell me, Holy Friar, where is my lady's lord? Where's Romeo?
There, on the ground, with his own tears made drunk.
Nurse!
Ah, sir, well, that's the end of all.
Speakest thou of Juliet? How is it with her? Does she not think me an old murderer, now I have stained the childhood of our joy, with blood removed but little from her own?
Oh, she says nothing, sir, but weeps and weeps. And now falls on a bed, and then starts up. On Tibble calls, and on Romeo cries, and then down falls again.
As if that name, shot from the deadly level of a gun, did murder her. As that name's cursed hand murdered her kinsman. Oh, tell me, Friar, tell me, in what vile part of the anatomy doth my name lodge? Tell me that I might sack the hateful mansion.
Hold thy desperate hand! Art thou a man? Thy form cries out thou art! thee, man. Thy Juliet is alive, for whose dear sake thou wast but lately dead. There art thou happy. Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. There art thou happy too. The Lord that threatens death becomes thy friend and turns it to exile. There art thou happy. A pack of blessings lights up upon thy back. Go, get thee to thy love, as was decreed. Ascend her chamber hence, and comfort her. But look that thou stay not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live till we can find a time to beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back with 20,000 times more joy than thou wentst forth in lamentation. Go before, nurse. Commend me to thy lady. Romeo is coming.
Lord, I will tell my lady you will come.
Do, sweet nurse, and bid my sweet prepare to chide.
Here, sir, ring she bid me give you, sir. Hi, you! Make haste, for it grows very late.
How well my comfort is revived by this!
Go hence, good night, and here stands all your state. Sojourn in Mantua. I'll find out your man, and he shall signify from time to time every good hap to you that chances here. Give me thy hand. 'Tis late. Farewell! Good night!
But that a joy, past joy, calls out on me. It were a grief so brief to part with thee. Farewell.
Things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily that we have had no time to move our daughter.
Look you, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly, and so did I. Well, we were born to die. 'Tis very late. She'll not come down tonight. And I promise you, but for your company, I would have been to bed an hour ago.
These times of woe afford no time to woo.
Madam, good night. Commend me to your daughter.
I will, and know her mind early tomorrow. Tonight she's mewed up to a heaviness.
Sir Paris, I'll make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she'll be ruled in all respects by me. Nay more, I doubt it not. Wife, go you to her ere you go to bed. Acquaint her here of my son Paris's love, and bid her, mark you me on Wednesday next. Soft, what day is it?
Monday.
Monday. Wednesday's too soon. On Thursday, let it be. On Thursday, tell her she'll be married to this noble earl. Will you be ready? Do you like this haste? We'll keep no great ado, a friend or two. For hark you, Tybalt being slain so late, it may be thought we held him carelessly, being our kinsman if we revel much. Therefore we'll have some half a dozen friends, and there an end. But what say you to Thursday?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Well, get you gone. On Thursday let it be. Go you to Juliet. Here you go to bed. Prepare her, wife, against this wedding day. Farewell, my lord. Light to my chamber. Ho! A fall. 'Tis so very, very late that we may call it early by and by. Good night.
Will thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale, and not the lark that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of morn. Look, love, what envious streaks to lace the severing clouds in yonder east. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Your light is not daylight, I know it. It is a meteor that the sun exhales to be to thee this night a torchbearer, and light thee on the way to Mantua. We will stay yet. Thou needest not to be gone.
Oh, let me be taken. Let me be put to death. I am content so thou will have it so. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come death and welcome. Juliet wills it so. How is it, my soul? It is not yet day. Let's talk.
It is. I had begone away. It's the lark that sings so out of tune, shedding harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Some say the lark makes sweet division. This doth not so, for she divided us. Oh, now be gone, more light and light it grows.
More light and light, more black and dark our woes.
Madam!
Yes?
Your lady mother is coming to your chamber. The day is broke, be merry and look about.
That window, the day in and the life out.
Farewell. One kiss and I'll descend.
Have thou gone so? Lord, my husband, friend, I must hear from thee every day in the hour, for in a minute there are many days. For by this count I shall be much in years, ere I again behold my Romeo.
Farewell. I will omit no opportunity that may convey my greetings, love, to thee.
Thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
I doubt it not. And all these woes shall serve for sweet discourse in our time to come.
Oh, I have an ill-dividing soul. Methinks I see thee, now thou art below, as one dead in the bottom of a tomb. In my eyesight fails, but thou lookest pale.
Believe me, love, in my eyes, so do you. Dry sorrow drinks our blood. Adieu! Adieu!
Oh, daughter, are you up? Juliet!
How now? Who calls?
Juliet!
Is it my lady mother? What unaccustomed cause procures her hither?
Why, how now, Juliet?
Madam, I'm not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death? What? Will thou wash him from his grave with tears? And if thou couldst, thou could not make him live. Therefore, have done. Some grief shows much of love, but much of grief shows still some want of wit.
You let me weep for such a feeling loss.
Well, girl, thou weepst not so much for his death as that the villain lives that slaughtered him.
What villain, madam?
That same villain, Romeo.
Villain indeed be many miles asunder. God pardon him! I do with all my heart. Yet no man like he doth grieve my heart.
It is because the traitor murderer lives.
I, madam, from the reach of these my hands, would not but I may avenge my cousin's death.
We will have vengeance for it, fear thou not. But today I'll tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
And joy comes well in such a needy time. What are they, I beseech your ladyship?
Well, thou hast a careful father, child. One who, to put thee from thy heaviness, hath sorted out a sudden day of joy.
Madam, in happy time, what day is that?
Marry, my child, early next Thursday morn, a gallant, young, and noble gentleman, the County Paris, at St. Peter's Church, shall happily make thee there a joyful bride.
Why, St. Peter's Church, and Peter too, he shall not make me there a joyful bride. Go in and tell my lord and father marry yet. For when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate rather than Paris. He's unused indeed.
Here comes your father now. Tell him so yourself and see how he will take it at your hands.
How now? I can't do it, girl. What? Still in tears? Evermore showering. How now, wife? Have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will none. She gives you thanks. I would the fool were married to her grave.
Soft. Take me with you. Take me with you, wife. How were she none? Doth she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Doth she not count her blessed, unworthy as she is, that we have wrought so fine a gentleman to be her bridegroom?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful even for hate that is meant love.
What is this? Proud, and I thank you. I thank you not, and yet not proud. Mistress Minion, you thank me no thankings, nor proud me no prouds, but fettle your fine joints against Thursday next to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag thee on a hurdle thither. Out, you green sickness carrion! Out, you baggage! Oh, you cattle face!
Yes, Father! I do beseech you, on my knees, hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
So hang ye, young baggage! Disobedient wretch. I tell you what, get into church on Thursday, or never after look me in the face. Speak not! Reply not! Do not answer me! My fingers itch.
God in heaven bless her! You are to blame, my lord, to rate her so.
And why, my lady wisdom? Hold your tongue. Good prudence, smatter with your gossips. Go!
I speak no treason.
Oh, God, ye good even.
May not one speak.
Ah, peace, you mumbling fool! Oh, God, spread it makes me mad. Day, night, hour, tide, time, work, play. Alone, in company, and still my care hath been to have her matched. And to have a wretched, puling fool, a whining mammet in her fortune's tender, to answer me. I'll not wed. I cannot love. I am too young. I pray you, pardon me! But as you will not wed, I'll pardon you. Graze where you will, you shall not house with me. And if you be mine, I give you to my friend. And if you be not, hang, beg, starve, die in the streets, for on my soul I'll never acknowledge thee, nor what is mine shall do thee any good.
Is there no pity? Sitting in the clouds above the seas into the bottom of my grief. Sweet mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage for a month, a week. Or if thou wilt not, make that bridal bed in that dim monument where Tybalt lies.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, for I have done with thee.
Oh God. Nurse, how shall this be prevented? My husband is on earth, my faith in heaven. How shall that faith return again to earth, unless that husband sendeth me from heaven by leaving earth? Comfort me, counsel me.
that he does never come back to challenge you. Or if you do, it needs must be by stealth. Then, since the case so stand as now it doth, I think it best you married with the county. No. Before my heart, I think you are happy in this second match. For it excels you first, or if it do not, your first is dead, or 'twere as good he were, as him living here knew no use of him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
And my soul too, or else bestrew them both.
Thou hast comforted me marvellous much. Go in and tell my lady mother I am gone, having displeased my father to Lawrence cell, to make confession and to be absolved.
I will, and this is wisely done.
Ancient damnation, O most wicked fiend! Is it more sin to wish me thus forsworn, or to dispraise my Lord with that same tongue which he hath praised him with above compare so many thousand times? Or to the friar to know his remedy? If all else fail, myself have power to die.
Thursday, sir. The time is very short.
Capulet will have it so, and I am nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you do not know the lady's mind. Uneven is the course. I like it not.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore have I little talked of love. For Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Now, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she doth give her sorrow so much sway, and, in his wisdom, hastes our marriage, to stop the inundation of her tears, which, too much minded by herself alone, may be put from her by society. Now do you know the reason for this haste?
Would I knew not why it should be slowed. Look, sir, here comes the lady towards myself.
Have you met my lady and my wife?
That may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
That may be, must be, love, on Thursday next.
What must be, shall be.
That's a certain text. Come you to make confession to this, father?
To answer that, I should confess to you.
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I confess to you that I love him.
So will ye, I'm sure, that you love me.
If I do so, it will be of more price being spoke behind your back than to your face.
Oh, poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears.
The tears have got small victory by that, for it was bad enough before their spite.
Thou wrong'st it, more than tears with that report.
That is no slander, sir, which is a truth. And what I spake it to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
It may be so, for it is not mine own. Are you at leisure, Holy Father, now, or shall I come at evening mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter. Now, my lord, we must entreat the time alone.
God shield I should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early will I rouse ye. Till then adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Oh, shut the door! When thou hast done so, come weep with me. Past hope, past cure, past help.
Here thou must, and nothing may prorogue it. On Thursday next be married to this county.
Tell me not thou hearest of this, unless thou must tell me how I may prevent it. If, in thy wisdom, thou canst offer no help,
I do spy a kind of a hope. If rather than to marry County Paris, thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then is it likely thou would undertake a thing like death, to chide away this shame that copest with death himself, to escape from it? And if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Bid me leap rather than marry Paris from off the battlements of yonder tower, or walk in thievish ways, or chain me with roaring bears, things that to hear them tell them made me tremble. And I will do it without fear or doubt to live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Oh then, go home, be merry, give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night look that thou lie alone. Let not thy nurse lie with thee in thy chamber. Take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilled liquor drink thou off. When presently through thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humour, for no pulse shall keep his native progress, but surcease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. And in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. Now, when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. In the meantime, against thou shalt awake, shall Romeo by my letters know our drift, and hither shall he come, and he and I shall watch thy waking, and that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua.
Give me, oh, tell me not to fear!
Hold, get you gone. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a messenger with speed with my letters to thy lord.
Love, give me strength, and strength shall help afford. Farewell, dear father.
So many guests invite us, here our writ. Madam, go hire me 20 cunning cooks.
You shall have none else, sir, father, try cooking lick their fingers.
And how canst thou try them out so?
Marry, sir, 'tis an ill cook that cannot lick his own fingers. Therefore, he who cannot lick his fingers goes not with me.
Go, be gone. We'll be much unfurnished for this time. What, is my daughter gone to Friar Lawrence?
Aye, forsooth.
Well, he may chance to do some good on her. A peevish, self-willed harlotry it is.
See where she comes from, swift and very look.
Now, my headstrong, where have you been gadding?
Well, I have learned me to repent the sin of disobedient opposition to you and your behests, and am enjoined by Holy Lawrence to fall prostrate here and to beg your pardon.
Send for the county. Go and tell him of this. I'll have this knot knit up tomorrow morning.
I met the youthful lord alone in cell, and gave him what becometh love I might, not so both bounds of modesty.
I am glad of it. This is... well. Stand up. This is as it should be. Look for the county. I marry, go fetch him hither. Now, afore God, this reverend holy friar, our whole city is much bound to him.
Nurse, will you go with me to my chamber to seek such needful ornaments as you think fit to furnish me tomorrow?
No, not till Thursday. There is time enough.
Go with her, nurse. We'll to church tomorrow.
We shall be short in our provisions. 'Tis now near night.
Tush. I'll stir about, and all shall be well. Go you to Juliet. Help to trim her up. I'll not to bed tonight. Let me alone. I'll play the housewife for this once.
Aye, those attires are best. But gentleness, I pray thee, leave me to myself tonight, for I have need of many orisons to make the heavens smile upon my fate, which well thou knowest is cross and full of sin.
What? Are you facing home? Need you my help?
No, madam, we have culled such necessaries as are behold before our state tomorrow. So, please you, let me now be left alone.
Good night. Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need.
Farewell! God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of life. I'll call them back in to comfort me. Next! What should she do here? My dismal scene, I needs must act alone. Come, Vile. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow? No. No. This shall prevent it. Lie thou there. Romeo, I come. This do I drink to thee.
Take these keys and fetch me more spices, nurse.
They call for dates and quinces in the pastry.
Come, stir, stir, stir. The second cock hath crowed. The curfew bell hath rung. 'Tis 3 o'clock. Look to the baked meats, good nurse. Spare not for the cost.
Go, you cut queen, go. Get you to bed. Faith, you'll be sick tomorrow for this night's watching.
No, not a whit what. I have watched all night ere now for lesser cause, and never been sick. A jealous hood. A jealous hood. Good faith this day. The county will be here straight, for so he said he would. Ah, hear him, hear. What wife, what nurse, I say! Go you to Juliet. Help to deck her up. I'll go chat with Paris. Hi, make haste!
Mistress! What mistress? Juliet! Fast, I warned her she. Why lamb? Why ladybird? Oh, fie, you slug of bed. Why love, I say. Madam! Sweetheart? Why, bride! What? Not a word? You take your pennyworths now. Sleep for the week, for the next night I warrant. The county Paris has set up his rest, that you shall rest but little. Oh, God forgive me, Mary and amen. How sound is she asleep? I must need to wake her. Madam! Madam? Madam! Aye, let the county take you in your bed. He'll fright you out by faith. Will it not be? What? Dressed? And in your clothes? And down again? I must need to wake you. Lady!
Lady! Alas. Alas. Help! Help! My lady's dead! Oh, will the day that never I was born! Samagavite! Oh! My lord! My lady!
What noise is there?
Oh, lamentable day!
What is the matter?
Look! Look! Oh, heavy day!
Oh, me. My child. My only life. Revive. Look up. Oh, I will die with thee. Help. Help. Call help.
For shame. Bring Juliet, for the Lord is come.
She's dead. She's dead. Alack the day.
Alack the day. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead.
Let me see her out. Alas, she is cold. Her blood is settled and the joints are stiff.
Life and these lips have long been separated. Death lies on her, like an untimely frost upon the fairest flower of all the field. Death hath taken her hands to make me wail, ties up my tongue and will not let me speak.
Come, is the bride ready to go to church?
Ready to go, never to return. O Count, the night before thy wedding day hath death lain with thy wife. There she lies, now as she was, deflowered by him. Death is my son-in-law. Death is my heir.
Have I long thought to see this morning's face? And doth it give me such a sight as this?
Cursed, unhappy, wretched, hateful day.
Oh day! Oh day, oh day, oh hateful day! Never seen so black a day as this. Oh, awful day, awful day.
Beguiled, divorced, wronged, spited, slain, most detestable death, by thee beguiled, by cruel thee quite overthrown.
Despised, distressed, hated, martyred, killed. Uncomfortable time, wherefore camest thou now? To murder her solemnity. Alack, my child is dead. And with my child my joys are buried. All things that we ordained festival turn from their office to black funeral. Our instruments to melancholy bells. Our wedding cheer to a sad burial feast. And all things changed to the contrary.
Sir, go you in, and madam go with him. And go, Sir Paris, everyone prepare to follow this fair course unto her grave. Heavens do lower upon you, Forsome ill. Move them no more by crossing their high will.
If I may trust the flattering truth of sleep, my dreams present some joyful news at hand. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream that gives a dead man leave to think. And she breathed such life of kisses in my lips that I revived and was an emperor. Ah, me, how sweet is love itself possessed, when but love's shadows are so rich in joy. News from Verona. And now, Balthasar, hast thou letters to me from the friar? How doth my lady? Is my father well? How fares my Juliet? That I ask again, for nothing can be ill if she be well.
Then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capel's monument, and her immortal part with angels lives.
Is that even so? Then I defy you, stars. Thou knowest my lodging. Give me ink and paper and hire post horses. I will hence tonight.
I do beseech you, sir, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild, and do import some misadventure.
Tut, thou art deceived. Do the things I bid thee do. Hast thou no letter to me from the friar?
No, my good lord.
No matter. Hire those horses. I'll be with thee straight. Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for means. O mischief, thou art swift to enter the thoughts of desperate men. I do remember an apothecary, and hereabout she dwells, which late I noted in tattered weeds. And noting this penury, to myself I said, and if a man did need a poison, who sailors present death in Mantua, here lives a caitiff wretch would sell it to him. What ho, apothecary!
Who calls so loud?
Come, woman. I see thou art poor. It is 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison, such soon speeding gear, as will disperse itself throughout the veins, that the life-weary taker may fall dead.
Such mortal drugs I have, but Mantua's law is death to any he that utters them.
Art thou so bare and wretched and fearest to die? The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world affords thee no law to make thee rich. Be not poor, but break it and take this.
My poverty, but not my will, consents.
I pay thy poverty, and not thy will.
Put this in any liquid thing you will, and drink it off. And if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight.
There's thy gold. Worst poison to men's souls. Buy food and get thyself in flesh. Cordial, and not poison go with me to Juliet's grave, for there I must use thee.
Holy Franciscan Friar, Brother How?
This same should be the voice of Sister Joan. Welcome from Mantua. What's this Romeo? Or if his might be writ, give me his letter.
I could not send it. Here it is again. Nor get a messenger to bring it thee. So fearful worthy of infection.
Unhappy fortune. By my brother, the letter was not nice, but full of charge, of dear import. And the neglect it made too much danger. Sister Joan, go hence. Get me an iron crow and bring it straight unto my cell.
Brother, I will go bring it thee.
Now must I to the monument, alone. Within 3 hours will fair Juliet wake. She will beshrew me much that Romeo hath had no notice of these accidents. But I shall write again to Mantua, and keep her at my cell till Romeo come. Poor living corpse, closed in a dead man's tomb.
me thy torch, girl. Hence, and stand aloof. Now, whistle to me as a signal that thou hearst something approach. Give me those flowers. Do as I bid thee, go.
I'm almost afraid to stand alone here in the churchyard. Yet I will adventure.
The girl gives warning. Something doth approach. What? With a torch? Marvel me, knight, a while.
Hold. Take this letter. Early in the morning, see thou deliver it to my lord and father. Give the light. Upon thy life I charge thee, whatever thou seest or hearest, stand all aloof, and do not interrupt me in my course.
I will be gone then, and not trouble you.
So shalt thou show me friendship. Take this. Live, and be prosperous. And farewell, good fellow.
For all the same, I'll hide me hereabout. His looks I fear, and his intents I doubt.
This is that haughty, banished Montague that murdered my love's cousin, with which grief it is supposed the fair creature died. And here is come to do some villainous shame to the dead bodies. I will apprehend him. Stop thy unhallowed toil, vile Montague. Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey and go with me, for thou must die.
Indeed I must, and therefore came I hither. Good, gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence, leave me. Think upon these gone. Let them affright thee. Stay not, be gone, live. And hereafter say, a madman's mercy bade thee run away.
I do defy thy conjurations, and apprehend thee for a felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me? Then have at thee, boy!
Oh, Lord, if I come upon the watch.
Ah! Ah! I am slain.
My wife, my love, death, that have sucked the honey of thy breath, have had no power yet upon thy beauty. Beauty in signs yet, is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks. And death's pale flag is not yet advanced there. Oh, Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Am I to believe that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that the lean, abhorred monster keeps thee in dark to be his paramour? For fear of that, I will stay with thee, and never again from this palace of dim light depart again. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, oh you, the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss, a dateless bargain to engrossing death. Come, bitter conduct. Come, unsavory guide. Thou desperate pilot that once run upon the dashing rocks thy seasick weary bark. Here's to my love. True apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
Romeo! Romeo? Romeo! poison. I see it been this timeless end. Oh, drop! Drop all I left, no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Have they some poison yet doth hang on them to make dye with restorative? Thy lips are yet warm.
Lead, girl, which way?
Your noise will not be brief. Oh, happy dagger. This is our sheet. The rust. Let me die.
This is the place. There will church is burned. The ground is bloody. Search about the churchyard. Go and whoever you find attached. Pitiful sight. Here lies the county Paris slain. And Juliet, bleeding, warm, and nearly dead. Go tell the prince. Run to the Capulets. Race off the Montagues. We see the ground whereon these woes do lie. But the true ground of all these piteous woes, we cannot without circumstance describe.
Here's Romeo's man. We found him in the churchyard.
Hold him in safety till the prince come hither.
Here is a friar that trembled, sighs, and mutes as he was coming from this churchyard side.
Great suspicion. Say the friar too.
What misadventure is so early up that calls our person from our morning's rest?
What should it be that they so shriek abroad?
The people in the street cry Romeo, some Juliet, and some Paris, and all run with open outcry towards our monument.
What fear is this which startles in our ears?
Sovereign, here lies the county Paris slain, and Romeo dead, and Juliet dead before, warm and new killed.
Search, seek, and know how this foul murder comes.
Here's the friar, and slaughtered Romeo's man.
Oh, heavens. Oh, wife, look how our daughter bleeds. This dagger hath mistaken for. Lo, his house is empty on the back of Montague, and it missheathed in my daughter's bosom.
The sight of death is as a bell that warns my old age to a sepulchre.
Come, Montague, for thou art early up to see thy son and heir more early down.
Alas, my liege, my wife is dead tonight. Grief of my son's exile hath stopped her breath. What further woes conspire against my age?
Look and thou shalt see.
Thou art taught, what manner is in this, to press before thy father to a grave?
Seal up the mouth of our rage for a while, till we can clear these ambiguities and know their spring, their head, their true descent. And then will I be general of your woes, and lead you even unto death. Meantime, forbear, and let mischance be slave to patience. Bring forth the parties of suspicion. Say at once what thou dost know in this.
Romeo, there dead, was husband to that Juliet, and she there dead, that Romeo's faithful wife. I married them. If aught in this miscarried by my fault, then let my own life be sacrificed some hour before his time, unto the rigour of severest law.
Where be Romeo's man? What can he say in this?
I brought my master news of Juliet's death, and then in post he came from Mantua, to this same place, to this same monument. This letter he early bid me give his father.
Give me the letter. I will look on it. This letter doth make good the friar's words. Where be these enemies? Capulet, Montague. See what a scourge is laid upon your head, that heavens find means to kill your joys with love. And I, for winking at your discords, too have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished.
Oh, brother Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand.
But I can give thee more. I will raise her statue in pure gold, that while Verona by that name is known, there shall no figure at such a rate be set as that of true and faithful Juliet.
As rich shall Romeo by his lady lie, a poor sacrifice for our enmity.
A glooming peace this morning with it brings. The sun, for sorrow, will not show his head. Go hence, and have more talks of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned, and some punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.